Hey there, Tolkien fans, this is Wesatron. Today we're going to be taking a look at NECA's quarter-scale Bilbo Baggins action figure. This is from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, and just started making its way to e-tailers. The NECA store put this one up on its eBay page, and it was $39.99, which, from the looks of things, is on the cheap end. I just noticed on BBTS, I think it was like 55 bucks. So I'm excited to have this one, especially for the price. For 40 bucks, this is a great deal. If I remember right, my Gollum was $50 at the time, and that was before shipping. So this was, I think, $49 for the whole deal. So it's pretty cool. Standard window box is kind of what NECA's been doing with their quarter scale stuff. So inside you can see Bilbo there. Over here we've got Sting to the side, so it is removable, which is cool. It's interesting that they decided to go with like the yellow design. They did the blue design for Gollum, which I think is cool because it was actually Gollum from Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit, as evidenced by the scars on his back. So pretty cool. On the side, not much of anything. A little bit of a tree here, which is interesting. It says Bilbo Baggins quarter scale. On the back, we've got some nice bio stuff about the Hobbit and whatnot, if you would like to pause that and read it. Hopefully it's in focus enough for you to read it all. And then down a little bit lower, got some more stuff there. Cool. Nice shots of the figure on the back there. Those would be the paint masters, so don't expect the paint to be that good. This side we just got that same image of the tree and everything. On the bottom, I do not see credits. Yeah, I don't see credits anywhere on the box. So I'm not sure who sculpted and painted and everything. Yeah, not sure. But yeah, let's get this guy out of package. I've been waiting for him for a long time. Let's see what he's like. So here we have Bilbo out of package. And as you can see, this guy's really nice and posable. I've just got him in kind of a, I don't know, adventurer's swashbuckling pose, which may not be exactly accurate for the character, but it looks cool. I just wanted to show off how the articulation actually works in practice. Now, this guy's got some really interesting things going on with him. It's kind of a new, I'd say a new precedent for NECA. It's definitely not something they've done before in terms of the lengths they've gone to with their soft plastic clothing, like this type of clothing. It's actually every bit of clothing that he's wearing aside from the sleeves of the jacket. So shirt, soft rubber, jacket, soft rubber. Jacket sleeves are hard. The diaper area, actually that is hard as well. And then the pants legs are actually rubberized as well. So very interesting. What it does is it helps to hide all that articulation, which isn't necessarily, you know, it doesn't need to be hidden anyway, but it's kind of cool that they're experimenting. That's one thing I really like about NECA, is that they're not afraid to experiment. Real quick, I'm just going to toss this guy in here just so you can get an idea size-wise of how they compare. So, and then you can see like head to head, about the same size head, but you know, his body's really contorted and stuff, so he's not going to stand the same way, but very, very cool. I like the way that these guys look together. I can see a lot of people posing these two together for the Riddles in the Dark chapter, so very cool. Now, likeness-wise, I'm going to get in a little closer here. We can talk about this face sculpt. You can see from certain angles, like dead on Martin Freeman. Like absolutely perfect. This would be later on in the movie, you know, obviously after he's found Sting. So he's a little thinner throughout the face. Definitely doesn't have that big bulge in his belly. He's starting to get a little skinnier from the trip and all that. So it's neat that they you know, left all of that kind of intact. Like there's consistency. Let me get a little light off of him. Might be a bit too much. Okay, I think it's okay. But they kept it consistent in terms of how the costume looks in addition to the physical nature of the character. So you can see his belt went on just fine. It is a little tricky to work with it because it gets up underneath the vest here. But if you're willing to work with it, and pull it through all the little loops and everything, it will attach and it stays pretty secure, so that's cool. So in addition to the belt, got this very nice, I'm going to try and be careful to get this out, very nice representation of Sting. Very, very cool. You can see they did a nice reflective metallic plastic or paint on there. They've got all the nice little details on the hilt. Everything looks really, really fantastic. Just, yeah, absolutely perfect. And you saw it fits in his hand really well. It actually fits so well that, like, once you get it to a certain point, it kind of just clicks into place, which is very cool. I dig it. So, already we're beating the price point of Gollum, and we've also got accessories, which I think is very cool. Now let's talk about the detail on this costume. Nice kind of corduroy jacket. I'm still feeling like this is a little overexposed. Now just a second. And hopefully this is a little better, so you can get a nice clear shot of all the detail work that goes in. It looks like a corduroy style coat. Nice kind of a maroon color, but also a lot of like darker flourishes to kind of help set the idea that, you know, he's worn and dirtied up this coat. Much cleaner around the buttons. He still has the buttons, so we know this is, you know, before the Riddles in the Dark ending, I guess you should say. Nice dark paint on the buttons here. Great detail on the hands. They detailed them really, really well on the inside in terms of sculpt. Very, very nicely done. Each fingernail, you know, of course, on quarter scale looks outstanding. Really, really dig the way this guy looks. They just did a great job. It's not just a green on the vest, you know, it's like green highlighted with brown. You've got nice washes just all over the figure just to help bring out all those great details. And then down, of course, on the Hobbit feet, you've got the great furriness, but also you've got some really nice, hopefully I can see that. The toenails are painted a little lighter, but have like some dirt and grime to them, which is very cool. So yeah, now I'm in light, you can see this a little better. A better idea of how it all comes together. Pretty good likeness, I gotta say. I think it's better out of box than it is in box. Martin Freeman looks pretty good. Very nice. The hair is just outstanding. So yeah, I was talking about some new things that NECA was trying, and articulation is definitely a little different for this figure than on most. So we'll start with the head. You know, typical ball jointed head for NECA. Very nice range of motion. We're also got a second ball joint down here, right above the neckline. So you see he can look very far down. He can look up at people, which is very cool. And then, you know, got his, you know, standard tilt action and stuff going on there. Got swivel hinges in the shoulders, of course, go all the way around out to about that far. Swivel hinges in the elbows get close to 90, but not a perfect 90. We've got ball joints in the wrist. This one's not as good as the right hand. The right hand seems to have a lot of motion, which is great for holding Sting. From what I can see under the rubber, we've got a ball joint here and another ball joint down here. So he does have nice forward, back, side-to-side motion, but some of that is going to be hindered by the rubber clothes. It's going to be blocked just a bit, you know, keep him from moving exactly the way you want, but still pretty good, I gotta say. Now, I can't exactly figure out what's going on with the hips, but I do know that there's a ball joint here and here, like ball and socket joints, and then pegs that go down to the legs, and I'm guessing there's probably another ball here and another ball here, but I can't be exactly sure. But you do have nice range of motion out to the side. I did make the belt come undone. So I'll just go ahead and pull the belt off for now. But you've got kind of forward and back and stuff, but I'm just not 100% sure how this joint works. Yeah, it looks like there's a ball joint here and a ball joint inside there. So, but they are set kind of at a V cut, so it's kind of more like swiveling out more than it is going straight forward and back. So, interesting decision there. Swivel hinge in the knees. You see how the rubber or soft plastic, I guess you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, kind of bunches up there, but it doesn't really block the knee joint that much. Yeah, actually, that's the maximum range. So, not quite 90 degrees by any means, but you know, still very solid. And then we've got the NECA style ball feet. So good in, out, down, forward. He's got great foot articulation. I mean, I can just kind of put his legs real far out and then see if I can get his feet nice and flat. And boom. So very cool. Yeah, overall, this guy, I'm digging him, I gotta say. I think he is a lot better once you get him out of package and start messing with him. Earlier I was a little concerned about the head sculpt because, you know, you get up close like this and you start seeing all the little flaws and everything. I mean, he's got very, very, like, stubbly kind of thing, but also, like, he looks a bit old in the eyes and stuff. There's, like, some pocking to his skin a little bit, but I mean, when you pull out a little bit and you really get a good look at him, I mean, it's just Martin Freeman. It looks great. Very cool. So $39.99. Standard figures usually in the $15 to $20 range at 7 inches. I think it's a steal, honestly. Great figure, great design work, great solutions to hiding articulation. Yeah, what else could you want? I think it's a really cool figure, and I think it's going to pose great with Gollum, which I think is really awesome. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this review, guys. If you have any questions or comments, now here's that click I was telling you about. See how it kind of popped into place there? Very cool. Yeah, sorry. If you have any questions or comments, throw them in the box below. I'll be glad to answer them. Anything at all that I can answer for you. Anything you feel I might have glossed over, just let me know. I'll be glad to take your questions. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks to subscribers. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you guys have a great day. Have a Hobbity day. Yeah, talk to you later, guys. Bye.